the International Leadership University, we focus on multiplying leaders of integrity because we believe integrity is the missing link between the great wealth that Africa has and the end of a prosperous Africa, inclusive prosperity where people's lives are different from what they are now. Integrity is the link because that is what will make sure that when we beneficiate our minerals, when our natural resources are being harnessed, the wealth that is generated, that all that wealth is well taken care of and the people are cared for so that everybody is able to have a chance at a good life. Integrity is what makes the difference. And even in STEM education, my experience with STEM education goes back to high school. I did physics and chemistry in secondary school, but that was because somebody challenged me. They said, oh, physics and chemistry is too difficult, so don't do it. So then that's what I did. But in the end, it was not necessarily what I wanted as such. The challenge was the distinction between subjects, that you either take math, physics, chemistry, or you take history, scripture, language, and all that. And even at that stage, we could see, along with my classmates, that some of us wanted a little bit of both. We needed both, to have the physics and chemistry, but also to do the music and the different languages. And I believe that's still one of the challenges with STEM education in Africa, the way it is so compartmentalized, as if you can live life, as if you can solve challenges with physics alone or with chemistry alone. You know, nothing in life is compartmentalized that way in terms of subjects, and neither should education be. That's why now STEM, rather than STEM, that stood for science, technology, engineering, mathematics, as discrete disciplines, now some people will add an A to make it STEAM, so that you add arts to it. Some want to add an S at the end so that social sciences are included. Because even when you come up with great technologies, if it's people who are going to use them, there has to be engagement with the people. And those are skills that you develop through, humanities and social sciences. Others add an R so that you have STREAM, because they're saying research has to be undertaken before even a new technology or anything else is developed. You have to know for whom it is and how it's going to be useful. And that's excellent, because in education, it means that STEM now is no longer an abbreviation, but a term that refers to different ways of teaching and learning, different pedagogies that ensure that as children learn at whatever age, they are thinking in terms of what they would be able to do with the knowledge of the skill. So that now, as curriculum is developed, an important question is, when learners have gone through this program, what will they come up with? What is the transferable skill? What is the higher order knowledge? And now that's what STEM stands for at the moment. And I believe we've come the right way. That's how it ought to be. The challenge now is making sure that everybody can have access to STEM education. Of course, physics, chemistry, biology are still important, but there's also STEM literacy, meaning those scientific and technological skills and knowledge that will enable one to live a productive life, that will enable one to be an informed consumer of new technologies. We talk of the fourth industrial revolution, but how are we going to be able to use it if we have not learned something about digital technologies? So we are talking about an integrated approach an integrated approach that makes sure that even as we have STEM experts, as you like, we also have STEM literacy, so that every citizen has access to those so important skills that are needed for a productive and fulfilling life right now. Beside, of course, STEM being so important for social economic development, I have found that looking at plans and policies of the African countries, all of them mention the value of STEM in some form or other. It may be science and mathematics, it may be, you know, science, technology, and innovation, but they recognize the importance of it for social economic development, for manufacturing, for agriculture, for health, and all that. The challenge is usually in implementation. And one of the missing links is to have some concrete strategies on how STEM would be implemented in order to meet those lofty goals that appear in the development plans. The only way to do it is to involve industry, private sector, farmers, and stakeholders in the development of curriculum. And that curricula should also make room for practical demonstration of those skills that are being learned. Too often, career guidance is about giving a lecture about, oh, if you study physics, you can be an engineer, or if you study biology, you can be a doctor. But really what people need is immersive experiences in seeing how this knowledge and skill is actually practicalized. So we need education to be STEMized, if you like, and more practicalization of the learning process and linking to industry. And then the other thing is making it popular, because some young people believe it's too difficult, so they are not likely to take it. How do we make it popular so that everybody will be eager to go to school to learn STEM and, you know, pursue STEM careers? And that comes with that engagement with stakeholders, with farmers, with industry, with young people, you know, different constituencies. Involvement with industry, I need to add, is very important, because that is how we will even have opportunities for internship in industry for the young people, and thereafter jobs for them. And also because they would be exposed to realities, whether the challenges or the solutions, then they are more likely to, you know, to begin to think of what other solutions are needed, what other challenges that they could contribute to. STEM will then have made a difference. We need STEM to make a difference, and we need STEM education to count, not just STEM education so that we can say, oh, now we have so many children who've passed in math and passed in science. But it has to be math and science that will make a difference in employability, that will make a difference in social economic development, that will make a difference in people's lives. STEM education is that important. Thank you so much.